Hey y'all, it's your girl Q. So, I remember growing up in Spring Valley and having so much to do after school. From being a cheerleader to performing for the Haitian Flag Day Parade. But honestly, if it wasn't for Spring Valley, I wouldn't be the broadcast journalist that I am today. So with that being said, I would like to welcome you guys to the village of Spring Valley. Describe Spring Valley in one word.
Valley, I would say different.
What do I like about Spring Valley? There is a lot of potential, and there are talented people here. No matter how much you try, you can't stop me now.
The food. Spring Valley got a lot of authentic food. You get so many different type of food. If you come to Spring Valley, you will not be dissatisfied.
Well, I've been working at Kathy's Bagels since I was 14, so that's 14 years here. It's an amazing place. It's very family oriented. It's a place that you could come in and I automatically know what you want to eat today. You know, it's everybody's smiling, everybody's happy. A lot of different ethnicities come in here, which is awesome. It's like a melting pot of Spring Valley, and it's right in the middle. It's a perfect location. It's just a happy-go-lucky place. The food is good, the people are good, and it's nice and clean, which is an amazing thing. And it's just a good place to come hang out, even with your friends after school. So.
I like the people. We have a huge Haitian community in Spring Valley, and the people are very, very, very honest.
Yeah.
You know, they stick to the community. They go to church together. They party together, sort of. And they're very good people. Very decent. There's a very decent Haitian community in Spring Valley.
Call me Yanni for
Yanni.
short.
Oh, okay. So where did the apple seed come from, Yanni? Apple seed.
It's a weird long story. I was on Twitter with I have a bunch of friends on Twitter, and I guess, we were all like, roasting each other, cracking jokes. So the term we use is throwing shade. So part of how I got the name was because I live in New York. They were like, oh, like she planted a big old apple tree. So it was like Yanni Appleseeds, and that's where it came from.
And then you just stuck with that?
Yeah, like I feel like it has more meaning now. I guess I've actually researched Johnny Appleseed, and just knowing, him being a pioneer, I'm like, oh, like look what,
Look at that.
look what I'm, put into my life.
Yeah,
So
foreshadowed your future.
yeah, and just even like he carries his bag full of apple seeds. I carry my bag full of my Apple products, my laptop, stuff like that.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's a good one.
His Bible, like I believe in God, so it's just like, yo, this is perfect. Like,
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
And now that I know the story behind it.
Yeah. Ayanna, before recording engineer, played basketball. That's all I did.
Where did you play basketball?
I played for Ramapo High School, and after that, I played for Rockland Community College.
So you're a Rockland native.
Yes.
So you still live in Rockland County?
Yes, I do. I got into recording engineering because I used to manage a rapper by the name of Act Legend, who is also my cousin. And we just had a hard time, getting music to sound right,
Yeah.
in terms of quality. And then also, we were teenagers back then. We didn't really have money, so we couldn't afford studio time. So what I said was, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to school for this and learn how to do it pretty much for him. But I think actually by the time I started going to school, he stopped.
So talk to me about the Grammys. How was that experience?
It was cool. It was a little surreal. It didn't really hit me until we were actually there, and I think by the time we got to the red carpet, I was just like, wow, this is
real.
This is the Grammys. I won a Grammy for Best R&B Album with the artist Her. I worked with Tier Thomas, El Varner. I've done some assistant work with Mary J. Blige. Who else? Davies. I worked with Davies. If you have a passion for something, pursue it. Don't let people tell you you can't. I had plenty of people tell me I couldn't do things, especially this. And if God put it in your heart, go for it.
I'm so proud to be black. I think they mad that we back. Coming fully loaded with the bars, yeah, I'm strapped. But see, the cops, they strap differently. Quote unquote, a black man. Why you pick on me? Why you acting like my skin ain't what it's supposed to be? Why you acting like another human being ain't what you supposed to see? Pull me over, hand on your holster. You intimidated. You already hate me. Philandra Walter, Tamir and Alton. If they ain't have no weapons, then how they faultin'? Michael Brown, Eric Garner, I guess their dark skin musta look like armor. If not, why shoot? Why choke a dispute? Just give them a ticket and go about your route. Cause what's more terrifying than someone who don't know if they son gon' make it? The shit's real, they letting these cops kill, they giving these killers pay probation for what skills? Being racist? Being unfair? These people have families who love them. Do they not care? 57,366 deaths in 1 year. Yet we walk around and act like police brutality against black males is so rare. Yeah. See, we need to unite. We need to not fight. We need to do what's right and not hate at a spite. Cause you tell me a difference besides maybe expenses that will make them look at us different. These things are happening too frequent. It's feeling more like a sequence. And I know it goes deeper to when the grass was less greener and the gas was much cheaper. I'm talking way before beepers. Yet we still can't communicate. We still don't accumulate. And they still don't indicate to the problems they generated. Damn, why can't we all be free? Quote unquote, a black man. Why you pick on me? Why you acting like my skin ain't what it's supposed to be? Why you acting like another human being ain't what you supposed to see? Royalty. Cheer.
Actor-Jelani Jefferies. What else you want me to say?
What are you?
Okay. So I'm an actor. I'm a recording artist. I am a film director and just a Renaissance man. I was born in the Bronx, and I moved from the Bronx to Brooklyn to Manhattan, and then I finally settled up here in Rockland County. Just being in Rockland is sort of like it's a very tight community, and I got to know, and I got exposed to a lot of different things, and thank God for my parents who kind of put me in different areas of what they felt I might be interested in, and they exposed me to a lot of activities. They exposed me to a lot of people, but I kind of just fell upon acting, which is like my number one love. I graduated from Ramapo 2008.
Wow, my class.
Yep.
Finally.
The best class. The best class. Yep.
So being in Ramapo, how did Ramapo help your acting career or just your Renaissance career in general?
I think Ramapo had a lot to do with my career, just being able to in Ramapo, they actually had a theater class, and they had like a theater company, or whatever it was for Ramapo High School. And while I was going on these auditions and kind of building up the skills to get better at what I was doing, I also had the opportunity to be very well immersed in my community, doing what it is that I love through Ramapo High School. So I participated in the Ramapo High School plays. I participated in the improv classes. I participated in the theater classes that they had, and it only helped with my comfort of being around my peers and doing it, as opposed to having my peers see me on TV and then coming into school and talking about it. So it's kind of like I put everything on display. It just helped my confidence. You gotta go for it. Acting, I will say, is not something that you can get comfortable with. It's very inconsistent. It's very challenging. It can fatigue you a lot. It can be, at times even very depressing, just because there's so much going on. But when you love something, you love it because it's what you want to do, and I wouldn't trade it in, for anything. I would just say to anyone that wants to pursue acting, do your research. Make sure that you're presentable. Make sure you carry yourself well. Study your craft. That is like the biggest thing. Study your craft. Even when you are tired, even when you don't want to, it's not something, despite what people may tell you or what you may believe or what you may see with, social media playing such a big part in how these actors are getting roles and and when you want to be taken seriously as an actor, you have to study your craft. Some things that I would change about Spring Valley might be the synergy. Just being able to bring everybody together and have, even though we are a very tight-knit community, just doing things together a lot more of an abundance of programs, and more of an abundance of showcases and events, and like the Teen Summit, bringing the youth out to look at some of the things that they can do in their future, some of the things that maybe they don't foresee happening right now because of the lack of programs that we have in East Ramapo District and some of those other things. So if they can't get it from there, then creating that synergy so that they can get it elsewhere, and they can have a platform or a program that they can go to build upon what it is they want to do for the future. What I do like about Spring Valley is that it raised me. Spring Valley did raise me. Even though I'm from Pomona, which is maybe about 5 or 10 minutes outside of Spring Valley definitely brought me up to be the person that I am today. It really is like a gold mine, just caught in the rough, you know what I mean? Sometimes it gets overlooked for some of the things that it's going through, but at the same time, when you really, dig into it, it's a lot to, Spring Valley has a lot to offer. There's a lot of potential here. We just have to bring it to the surface, that's all. And we're doing that with the Teen Summit, all right?
Little by little.
All right. It's a next level beat.
My name is Tajh Lewis.
That's it?
Whole thing, age, and what I do?
No, talk to me. Why they call you Shadow?
They call me Shadow. All right, that was a nickname from when I was elementary school, mainly because I was dark skinned, but also a lot of people don't know. I used to draw, and I used to draw in black and white. I never used to like the color because I'm actually colorblind. So people don't know that. Yeah. I was born in Lenox Hill Hospital in Manhattan, and I lived in Brooklyn for 9 years before I moved up here. I moved to Spring Valley in 2002, New City actually, to be in particular. But I went to Ramapo, went to Pomona, Hillcrest, back when there was a Hillcrest. So yeah, I've been out here. Yeah.
What year did you graduate Ramapo?
Graduated Ramapo 2009. Wow, 2009.
2009.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My last year, actually, 2009, January 2009, I started the Shadow Show. Just randomly having fun with my friends, that type of stuff. But I seen the potential for YouTube to get to the next level and do shows and kind of broadcast yourself, essentially. tell you right now, if you're gonna be a full-time filmmaker, there's gonna be a lot of downs, period. You gotta get used to that.
What would you tell the kids out there that are trying to pursue the same?
Definitely have a 5-year plan. Do that but when you just start out. Just start out like, hey, where do I see myself in 5 years? It doesn't have to be too detailed or too specific. If you have that, that's awesome. But start with your short term and then just have your 5-year plan. Like in 5 years, I want to be able to do this. I want to drop a feature film. I want to do X, Y, and Z. And definitely have your business right. Business is number one. I would say my biggest mistakes was just letting people step all over me business-wise in the beginning. "5 years, 2 features out, hopefully nominated for some stuff, and hopefully I can get an Emmy by then. The Oscars, like, I want to be old for the Oscars. Like, I want, you know what I mean? Like, for me, that doesn't hold as much weight as it used to, but Emmys, definitely. I want to have my own kind of Netflix site where I'm just running everything out of there, working with Instagrammers and social media influencers, and just making my own type of content and speaking for people of color in my area and the stories that they don't talk about.
Well, being a Rockland native, what would you like to change about Spring Valley?
Where do we start? The education system, bringing arts and music back into these schools, the funding issue that's out here, bringing light to the budget and voting. Guys got to vote out here, keep everything in the schools. But like the other day, my brother actually, he's about to graduate, but he's a senior. He doesn't have textbooks for math and science, which is like, what? He goes to Ramapo. So that was crazy to me. Common Core is, let's get that out of here, all right? So yeah, man, a lot of stuff. I would say I work with a company called Society of the Arts in Western Haverstraw, and I'm hoping that we can really make a difference in terms of the arts and music in this area, definitely.
I'm a Rockland County native, originally from Haiti. And currently I'm pursuing my dream as a designer. Well, the brand is called Heritage Trends. It's a brand pretty much that focuses on highlighting cultures, historical figures across the world. And our goal is to pretty much show the beauty and the great history that maybe some of us may not be aware of or know about cultures across the world.
Now, what made you start this?
I have been designing since 2005. I started a high-end brand, but of course, the struggles were a little bit rough to continue that, and I put that, to bed for a little bit, and then after the earthquake in 2010, I created a piece to, I would say, commemorate and also show the strength of the people, of my people, of us Haitians. So the negativity that I kept hearing about the country, I felt it was necessary to show some of and highlight some of the beauty, and also the historical, role that we played in society as a whole. So that pretty much what started the whole thing, and then I continued, and I'm like, instead of just designing just for my country, I know there's like a ton, of also information that's out there about others that I was not aware of as well. I went to Spring Valley High School. Graduated. Should I say the year I graduated?
I think you should. Let's tell everybody.
I graduated in '92.
Wow.
Class of '92, and those were some great years for me.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I enjoyed high school.
Like, did any sports?
I did. I played soccer. I played soccer. I didn't, basketball was kind of like my second sport, so I didn't quite do the varsity because I was okay in gym pickup, but I was not a good, good enough. I think, at the time, to play organized, varsity. I love the sport, but soccer was definitely my sport, that I played, at a pretty high level. So,
what are some things that you remember when you were in high school, like, after school programs or things in Spring Valley that you were kind of involved in as a kid?
Oh man, I know sports definitely was my go-to. And speaking to some friends, there were other programs that I know that I should have participated in, get involved, but I didn't. And I think it's kind of like one of the things that I look back of things that I could have, that I would change if I were to go back. I would love to see more unity amongst, you know, the African American, and when I say African American, I'm not talking about Americans, Black Americans. I'm talking about blacks in general, because that's one of the things that I felt like in my younger age, that I think a lot was missed, because that we as a people, you know, because I always saw other groups come together and enjoy their communities, and I felt that we were always like blacks. Everyone saw blacks, but we saw Jamaicans, Haitians, African Americans, and so forth within ourselves.
Yeah.
So, and it's not, you know, anything to say that, you know, to remove ourselves from anybody else, but I do see other communities how they, you know, flourish, and, you know, by coming together to, you know, celebrate who they are. And I think we're the only group that I've seen in Spring Valley. So I would love to see that more, where we're not operating as like different entities within a system that's seen us, that has seen us as a whole. This is my home. It's I have a lot of history here. As much as the things that I would love, I would have, you know, I would love to see change.
Yeah.
It's also, you know, the things that also inspires me to, you know, see what I can do to, you know, share with the younger kids things that I didn't, you know, know at their age. And I know that's one thing, like, I want to just, you know, whoever's seeing this video, I want to share this, like, you know, in what I was saying as far as, like, you know, the groups being so divided. And I think that's one of the words that, to me, represents Spring Valley. Is divided.
Yeah.
What brought me to East Ramapo? Determination and desire to work with a team of individuals to guarantee that our students have an excellent education. Originally, I grew up in Chicago, Illinois. Chicago, Illinois, I grew up in a family of 5 children, mom, dad, and the requirement was, without hesitation or reservation, you will go to college. So therefore, from kindergarten on, you must have good grades. And from Chicago, Illinois, I went on to the University of Wisconsin in Madison, Wisconsin, and majored in elementary education with a minor in technology. There was nothing that made me really decide that I wanted to be a superintendent except one major event in my life, and that is while I was in high school, my sister Lori was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. And on the weekend that my high school guidance counselors identified that those who wanted to receive a scholarship should go to the University of Wisconsin on this particular weekend. And on that weekend, my sister Lori was quite ill. And she took me by the hand. I went to her bedside. She took me by the hand and she said, if that's where you want to grow and develop, promise me you will be the best that you can be. I went off to see the University of Wisconsin. I got off the bus and I saw Dairy Queen, Tasty Freeze, ice cream, cheese, and I said, this is the place for me. So I got back on the bus. I was going to tell my sister, my family, that I wanted to go there. I was really going to tell them about the curriculum. I was going to keep the ice cream and the cheese a secret. And when I arrived in my home, I walked in and my living room looked like Christmas, looked like a holiday. And I thought, oh, they're all here, my family, they're all here to hear my decision. Only they were all there because my sister Lori had gone on to be with the Lord. My journey led me on a quest to determine what does it mean to be the best that you can be. I now know that being the best that you can be is really not about you. But if you are so great, then you surround yourself with people, and because of your determination, they become great. My desire is to work with school districts that need to be the best. School districts that aren't the best but can be the best. And for students watching this, number one, believe in who you are. Know that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Know that smart is not something you are. Smart is something you get. Know that your thoughts determine your actions. Know that think you can, work hard, get smart. And every day, find out how great you can be. And that's what brings me here to East Ramapo. And I will say to you one more thing. Surround yourself with people who believe in you. Out of 500 districts, it was the worst out of 500. One day I received the great news. Congratulations, you're now the superintendent of this 4-school district in the midst of multi-million-dollar homes. And I said, thank you so very much, but I'm going to wait to see the response for the school district that's on the bottom. We have the cutest kids in all of Rockland County. And let's be more specific. The cutest kids in all of New York. Our children are the very best. All you have to do is sit next to a young person in our elementary schools, middle schools, or our high school, and you will see the determination and the desire that they have to grow and develop. The shift that I see is that now our students can articulate that how great they are. They can articulate the data. I have pictures and encounters with students where they can show you on the data wall in their classrooms that I'm here in September and this is where I am now in February and March. Several students, I had to actually give them a yardstick to point here in September and to reach all the way up. I would like to see all of our young people with a graduation rate of 100%. I would like to see all of our young people with 100% college acceptance. This is Dr. Wortham, superintendent. I get joy when I say that because I know that I'm talking to my young people who you know I love you and there is nothing that you can do about it. This is the day that was made just for you. This is the day that was made for you to stand and deliver and declare that I have found out how great I can be. This is your Fajigabee day. That's it. Have a great day.